Alright guys, there's so many cases again, like 9,117 cases. Now this thing is gonna get really worse guys, alright? So what it's gonna say is that we know everything was gonna go back to normal, but at some point, for the reason is that the cases went up high again. You know what? In order to keep the people safe, we recommend everyone to go to school twice a week. Like I mean, if 2 days online, 2 days physical, alright? Now the reason why I suggest to people to do this is because last year was definitely terrible. A lot of people were definitely affected by the COVID cases, and what I'm gonna say is like it's terrible. It's really terrible when people just try to go out. You know what I even mean? Like that. So apparently there was a lot of these kinds of things that I really wanted to say. It was actually like scary. It was scary. It was scary to say that there was actually like a lot of cases, especially when you just try to go outside. Now eventually what I was going to say is that it is terrible. It's a terrible experience when you're just trying to go out, you're just trying to be friends with others, but it's still not safe to go out according to that. There's like 9,000 cases plus. So first of all, there were actually like 1,000 cases which just went down, but definitely it just came up to 5,000. It was like scary. It was totally scary. It was very bad. I was afraid to get affected by the virus, like that. So eventually what I was going to say is that the virus did not really spread to me, because I just get the third booster jab, like I just recovered. So what's the problem? Well, eventually there is actually one problem, okay? Now what I was gonna say is that there was actually like one more thing I want to say. A lot of people were affected because a lot of people went to school. They just shake hands. So what I suggest is that when you come home from school, just change into your clean clothes and just don't touch anything. Okay, don't touch anything. We don't want anyone to get the virus spread to anyone, like that. It's like terrible. People would just shake hands with the person. They just play around, like that. Now I just figured this one out. Don't go out. Don't travel. It is not safe yet, alright? The borders are still closed, and we want to remind people to stay safe. So eventually what I was going to say is really sad, how much I really want to like hang out with my friends, but it's not really that safe to do it, So what I was going to say is that movie theaters are not that safe yet. If you want to go to a movie theater, it's fine. I don't want to force you guys, but definitely take the risk seriously, alright? You don't have like a third booster jab. I don't really know what's gonna go on. I don't really know what's gonna happen. So eventually, not only that, but I do see a lot of people getting infected, like a lot of these times. Now what I was gonna say is that I did go out of 2 days. I was actually vaccinated fully, but definitely due to that I just had no idea what is happening to our world already, So what I was gonna say is that just go back to school as usual. And apparently what I was gonna say is online activities will be here. So eventually what I was gonna say is that there will be no more after school activities in the school. Because of this, the cases are very high already. We don't want anyone to get really infected. It was terrible. It was sad because we're getting infected infected with the virus every time. You know, you have to be quarantined a lot. Especially when you go to another country, you just have to be quarantined in order to travel. You know, like that. I mean, it was terrible. It was terrible in my opinion. See people just getting really vaccinated and just staying in the hotel for like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14 days in a row. Like, I mean, when will this like thing really stop? Anyways, guys, before I sign off, I want everyone to be safe. Do social distancing. Don't go out. Don't try and do some online do some sports activities because it's not safe yet. We want everyone to be safe. So eventually, guys, I think that could be all for now. And this is me signing off.